One foot on the brake, but millions and millions of fingers on the trigger. When the Federal Reserve finally tightens interest rates, we don't know when that's going to be, millions and millions of traders and investors will be ready to make their own move. What will that move be? Well, we can only guess. So with all the uncertainty, how does the world's largest futures trading operation prepare for that? Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive is Terry Duffy, Executive Chair and President of the CME Group. Great to see you, Terry. And right off the bat, we ask, because over the weekend, we've heard a lot of Fed heads making comments. And today, Eric Rosengren of Boston was coming out and saying, we're not there yet. We don't have confirmation of a better economy. That's what we need. You know, Terry, that the minute it's time, there will be lots of trades. What are you guys doing to prepare for that volume, that wave, that tsunami of trades?
So, Liz, well, first of all, thanks for having me. But
Sure.
what's really important to note here is that our interest rate business in 2014 was up 20% in a zero interest rate environment.
Whoa.
So we still saw, incredible volumes going in through our interest rate complex. So if and when the Fed does move and we see some additional trades coming in, the CME, we've built systems over the years to handle enormous volumes. We did one day last year, 39.6 million contracts in a single day. That's more than we used to do in most years around here, Liz. So we've built the systems. We have the system safeguards in place. We have the risk management tools and, of course, the liquidity providers to make sure that we can be here to provide that liquidity when the Fed does or does not move.
I swear you need to give your tech ops guys a raise, or your IT guys. That is unbelievable.
Right.
39 million. But Terry, let's be honest. When the trade eventually comes to pass, is it E-mini futures? Is it shorting the S&P? What do you think people will be doing at that very moment? Will it involve treasuries? You guys have been doing huge treasury business.
Yeah, the Treasury business is up, roughly 20% in the futures, up about another 11% in the options, or I might have that a little bit inverted, but it's up significantly, and people will continue to do that. Liz, as you know, what's critically important, what we do here is we do manage risk. So risk transfer is what we do. So whether the markets are go up or down, people need to be in there for different reasons on both sides of the market. So that's what we need to do here, is to make sure we continue to provide that liquidity.
Terry, what's the market pricing in here? A June rate? A September rate, a December rate? When you look at the numbers, what are you seeing?
So if you look at the Fed funds futures contract, Liz, historically over the last several years, it keeps pricing in a rate, for 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, and that has not come to pass. So everybody's been on the wrong side of that trade. Some have been on the right side of that trade. So right now we're looking at probably sometime later part of this year is where that trade looks to be pricing in a rate increase, maybe September, October time period.
September or October, at least for now, but that always changes.
Yeah, but the market, Liz, as I said, it's been pricing that way for the last couple of years, and it's been wrong, so we'll have to wait and see.
Wait and see. You don't have to wait and see how well the stock has been doing. You guys are up 32% year over year. Compare that to the S&P up just 9%, but it's a nice split there to see how well you guys have been doing. I do have to ask, because the political landscape is so interesting right now. You are a registered Republican, but you've supported Hillary Clinton in the past. Will you continue to do so for this presidential election?
Liz. Liz, I think there's a lot of candidates that are potentially running for president in 2016. What's really important is, we support one that understands the benefits that this country derives around the world with the investment that comes in here, that can create additional jobs. That's what's really important to me, to support someone that has a deep understanding. When you look at our government, it's still the best place to be in the world. When you travel around and you come home, you go, thank God I'm here. So
Absolutely.
A good, stable government is where other countries and other people will invest, and that creates jobs. So we need a president that continues to understand that and will follow on with that practice that's been going on for so many years.
Terry, we've got to go.
Whoever that may be.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Sure.
We do have to go, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, because former Speaker of the House Dennis Hastert was sitting on your board until last Thursday. He had to resign because he is facing an indictment on all kinds of hush money charges. Have you spoken to him?
Right.
What is your stand on that?
Liz, I'll be really frank with you. I did speak to Denny Hastert on Thursday. He called me and told me that he was going to have a problem and have to resign from our board. He did not tell me what the problem was, so I read it in the indictment like everybody else, but he did call and tendered his resignation on that day that's the last I've spoken to the Speaker.
Terry, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Liz.
And good luck to the Blackhawks.